Next shift.
Hello, what's up, Pikeman? Yep, you're my teammate on the Voodoo, so obviously, a little bit more inclined to do this one even. But yeah, this is an overtime loss, obviously. So, and I believe I'm in this game with you. No, yes, I am. Oh Lord, this is using the replay mod. All right, this treacherous replay mod. Okay. Well, I will be using the map for most of this replay, but that is fine. I will make it work. Hold on. Okay. So the bottom of my screen's bugging out. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me full screen this and then, okay, cool. It's still bugging. I don't know what's up. I'll just deal with it. How about that? Okay. So, all right, hold on. I'm just a little lost here. Okay, it's the start of the second. That makes more sense. Okay. All right, cool. So I pick it up. I throw it up to mouse. Cool. Right. Mouse takes it. Looking for an option. Doesn't find anything. Okay, cool. I push in. Oh, okay. All right. Let's just go ahead and skip through that. Maybe a little bit too far. Okay. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty of this game. This is quite the view. Okay, good take. All right. Let's break this one down a little bit. So you played against the wall here, right? What you need to do here is, as soon as you do this, right, throw it against the wall here, you should be looking directly up at your map, right? Because you need to figure out where's my route. Like, where do I get this puck right here, and what do I do? Do I go back? Do I throw it out? Do I control it? Like, you need to make quick decisions, right? And because you wait too long, and now you've turned all the way over onto your forehand instead of like sending it back for me to turn, or slamming it against boards like really hard like this to allow mouse to come get it, you get a very tiny tap, right? Like, I don't even think this was really what you wanted. No. Okay, yeah. So I think you just saw him here and you're like, fuck, I gotta get rid of it. So you just throw it to the boards, but obviously, make a conscious effort to find the pass. I think you wanted this to be a pass, right? If I'm correct, you wanted this to be a pass, but because he's not just, guessing where you're going, that it doesn't really look like it. So I won't knock you too much for it, but try to play less on intuition and try and really hone down your skills of looking at the map and finding where the players are. Okay, cool. Mouse comes in. Nice. You're being an option. Good job going point. It's a good play. I can't really tell what happens here. Okay, I think he just whiffs. Okay. Yeah, so this is where you kind of have to take a risk assessment, right? So you already know, okay, I can cut him off anywhere where he's going, right? I can follow him all the way into the corner. I can clear him, right? So then you need to say, all right, where is this, where can he pass to, right? If he's going to come get this puck before I am, then you're going to have a lane like this. Once he proceeds through, you're going to have a lane back to 43, pushing through. Even just an early option, which I won't blame you for not getting this, because then you're going to be behind the play, right? You don't necessarily want to be behind the play in a situation where I could mess up, drastically, right? So then you kind of just play it. You play it kind of slow, and then right here, once you're entering the zone, you can start to ease up and really try and close the distance on this guy, right? Because 11 is going to come in and play 15, or come through and play this if he beats me in the corner. But once you see this, now you're all the way over at the tops of the circles where 43 has any sort of movement, around, and you're not covering it. So a little bit of a scary situation, right? Because puck flings over, and now if this guy's good enough, he can bat it in. because I mean, well, first of all, let's go back a little bit. First of all, you're not covering this guy, so now Mouse is like, uh-oh, let me try and cover him now. So he's not, he turns this way and comes off of this guy completely, right? Because he has to, because this guy, if this pass comes through, it's game. It comes out, and then now you're on it, and then you can't actually stick it, and then 43 gets, like, I believe an actual shot on net. I think Big Man got a save for that one. Cool, bombed it down. But his POV is, like, actually nauseating, dude. Okay, yeah. I make a bad. Yeah, I don't get a good catch there. Yeah, I don't see anything, like, wrong happening. Okay. Nice, good job. I mean, you can kind of square up with the puck a little bit more, right? Like, you're assuming he's rapping, right? But if you're just watching him, if you're watching him and anticipating what he's gonna do, you should already have pivoted your stick to now try and cover the pass, because there's no way he can wrap from here. It's gonna come, slam into that. So pivot your stick to be right under your crotch like this, because that's the passing lane you're covering. And if he throws it any higher, right, it's gonna start climbing way too far out of the zone. And most passes are literally always gonna come through like this line, coming from around the net like that. So it actually gets around to grab. Yeah, the Big Man makes a beautiful save. Okay, you're kind of like chasing the puck a little bit here, right? Like now, like you're not looking at the map in this situation. So you come out like this. Okay, cool. Now Mouse is right there. So Mouse is just gonna pivot and play the exact player that you should have been on. You could have gotten the puck and prevented all this. But besides that, right now your player's 76 because Mouse is on him, but because now you're here, 76 can come make this route, and 15 can grab the puck and find this pretty, like, I mean, it gets played a lot in D1. I mean, even if he doesn't take this route and just comes and sits near the boards, there's always a round, and there's a high lob, which gets played all the time. And Style knows that, right? So then he takes the all the way around, and then look. And then now, instead of you being on 76 and pressuring him, now you're just chasing the puck. So now you really need to find somebody, right, to grab. Because puck comes out like this. Okay, cool. Cut off lanes. Everyone's like, let's cut off lanes. So now you come get this. I take 15, try and cut this, ground pass through. I don't really know what the function is with that guy. He's obviously never going to be a passing option. Okay, cool. Goes behind the net. Nice, okay. Perfect. We cut off the lane. We literally built a wall between Style and the defender, or the offenseman. It's pretty good. Obviously, we are chasing the puck a little bit here. All of us even. But, whatever works. Mouse gets a good clear, so. It's a good reset. Your team generally always needs a reset at some point. Let's see. What next? All right, so you're hovering around a little bit too much, right? So you're on 15, and then you pull off of him for absolutely no reason. You just continue pressuring him, right? Then 76 is going to get the puck. Mouse is going to be on him, and then he's going to have a long pass straight to my stick where I'm going to pick it up because he's too far. And then you're going to be on him. So if he passes it there, you're going to be on top of him already, right? So you need to get comfortable with pushing out of the zone whenever I'm already covering this guy, right? There's no threat. There's no more threat, right? The only threat now is this pass that you've let open, or that you have allowed to get open. So you need to find your way to get comfortable passing this blue line and start getting, like, very forward thinking within the play. But see, now you're kind of meandering, and then look, now the pass takes too long to even get to him in the first place. But now look, now he's still open, right? Now he's going to come pick up the puck, and then now we're covering the same guy. And now you push me out of my position, right? Instead of me covering this guy, now I have to come rotate all the way around where you should have been in the first place. And then now you have to branch off to him. Like, after all that, you still branch off to him, and then I am, on this, right? And, like, sure, it's not bad, but it's like we're not preventing stuff, we're just defending, right? Okay, good take by Radio. I don't know why they're clumped up. Why are they clumped up? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of Mouse's error. Maybe I should VOD review for Mouse, bro. Okay, let's look at your positioning here. Right. Okay, see, this is cool and all, but the way that you create space for your offenseman, right? In this situation, you're like, all right, these guys are going to want to come pressure this, so how do I at least pull one of them open, right? There's two guys here. If this guy can't get in front of any of them, it's going to be, this guy in first place, this guy in second, this guy in, like, third or something, let's say, because he's got to pick up the puck. Or maybe Radio picks up the puck. You never know. I think Radio does. So he would actually I don't even know what happens here, but if this guy is not first, then it's a two open men going down the ice, where one of them is going to have to commit, and then there's going to be a free open option. But what you need to do is book your ass over to the red line and get way over open because you're going to drag someone, or you're going to be just open, right? So let's see what you do. Well, I already know what you do. You just, bought into the middle of the rank. Radiohead has Mouse on top of him because they were just following each other the whole time. Well, it's Mouse. He's trying to handle it when Grab is right on top of him. He gets a slow turn, and now you're leading them over into this vicinity, right? Whereas you could have been over here at this point. Radio could come off of it and send that bitch over to you, and then someone could be on you, or they could have botted both over here. And who are their defensemen, right? This is who is this? I don't remember who 27 is, but I mean it's Act, right? It's Act, and that might be Jerky. That is Jerky, I think. And I mean, they very much so want to play the puck and get into the play, so. You do inevitably get open here, but Radiohead is so clobbered by the time that you're open that he doesn't have no out option. And then now, okay, finally he has a shot on net, and instead of you routing into it and whatnot, you're like meandering through, not actually, getting in front of the goalie, trying to tip it, anything, screening the goalie. Radio plays it out to me. Okay, I take control. Cool. I think Radio for some reason calls for the puck, even though it's 1,000,000% my puck. Yeah, that's 1,000,000% mine. I had just played it. Radio needs to go down the damn rank anywhere and let me pass to him. I'm a defenseman. He's an offenseman. I think this puts me in a weird position. Yeah, okay. See, yeah. Look at us. We're clumped because I'm like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Radio is now getting pressed instantly, and all he has is this. I mean, he can backhand it over here if he wants, but none of us are gonna be able to catch it until we get to the wall. We're gonna be on this wall. Okay, beats the guy. I personally think you get a little bit greedy here because, like, you aren't even, like, turned into the play. Like, you're really trying to just, like, sneak it out, right? But you're on defense, and you're, like, and you know that me and you are kind of, like, we were just grouped up, so you know that we're going to be in the relatively same location. And considering the fact that he won the puck, there's no reason for me to not be turned up on the opposite boards because, I want to be an option. So you need to, like, really lean into this play, but you kind of, like, you try and cheat it a little bit. And then, boom, Radiohead gets a good hit at least. Okay, cool. It works out. Okay, so I control it. Nice. Good routing. Yeah, I play it to you. Perfect. Good turn. Good pass. Great try. Good quick decision making. Good job getting open. That's exactly what you needed to do there. Okay, nice. I like where you are. Okay, I have no issues with you routing right now. I'm trying to block player, but I missed, unfortunately. Nice. Good play. Yeah. See, a lot of people tell you, like, oh, yeah, don't do this, but, like, there's no reason not to. Whenever it's a one-on-one, every single time, you need to trust your teammate, right? Like, more often than not, this guy is contemplating how to get open, and this guy has to figure out, like, he has to either predict what he's going to do, or he has to react to what he's doing. And in basically every situation, he's going to be able to get open, right? Depending on how good your forward is, right? Like you want to pass to V, right? If V is here down the rink and has 2 defensemen on him, if you throw the puck up to him, you can guarantee his stick will be on the puck at some point. It will not just be an instant turnover. So you got to give your teammates the benefit of the doubt. And I'm 1,000,000% okay with you doing this, because taking the safe option every time will just make you a submissive player. And, you know, there are times where that's helpful, and other times where it's unnecessary. Nice. Good job picking him up. You recognize that I'm in, pressuring the play. I get a stick on style. Nice mouse grabs. I rotate out. Come back in to play it. Let's see, what do I do? Okay, I lose the puck again. Okay, this is my issue, right? Like, if I ever come in, Radio needs to push out here, right? Because he knows we're fighting for the puck, and I mean, there's almost no situation with the puck, which the puck gets here. And regardless, it can just come out here, but he needs to rotate. And you should honestly probably, let's see, how do you get led into the position? Okay, so he literally just breaks off this way. I would just, like, slow up a little bit, you know? Like, you don't need to, like, full follow him, like, max speed. Like, try to just, like, whenever you're approaching the blue line and you're trying not to, like, you're trying to give your defenseman or your offenseman a frame of reference to where you should be. You know, you generally want to be kind of defaulting to one of those, but, you know, I would always default to the side where the puck is, because, I mean, that's how you be the most like, effective. But you need to be ready to, you know, bounce or something, get ready to press any offenseman that's coming out, right? So if you're over here, that's fine. But just be ready if someone's kind of streaking down this way, because you need to start angling yourself to meet them. But in this situation, when this guy comes through, you can start to just slow up. You know, like try and make them make a decision so you can respond. You know. But in this situation, Radio, I think, comes here, and you should come here, because that's Radio's rotation route. But he doesn't rotate. He gets greedy, tries to post up for a very covered pass. And you are alone on a 3-on-1. 2-on-1 now. Okay, see, this is really interesting, right? Act has absolutely no stamina here, because if he has any stamina, he's beating you. What you shouldn't do is what you just did, right? Like, what you really need to do is kind of hold it halfway, right? And then once you get to, like, a shooting angle, you can start to, like to edge over to him, but you kind of, like, really trying to fate this way and, like, attack it. But the problem is you cut so hard that, like look how much stamina you lose. You are almost stopped, but the fact that you have sprint is what saves you, because you're able to actually catch up to him and keep him out of this cut. But because you did that, you let him get this passing option. Like, him not making this pass is a complete fumble, right? Boom. Terrible pass. Good pass, though, completely different story. But try to remain in a more, like, just try and push him. Try and make sure that he can't get across you, and try and take the passing angle, right? Because you know that some sort of, like, there's probably going to be a shot on net. You just want it to be the absolute least threatening shot of, like, that as you can. And it's not going to be every single time that you are going to be able to like cause them to not even be able to take the opportunity, but you at least need to let your goalie be in the best situation. Good tip. That's fine. Nice. Okay, good. You give it to me. The rink. Okay, it gets eaten up. It was not an easy pass to catch. Okay, what happens here? I mean, sure. Fuck it. I don't know what else you're supposed to do there. Nice, good. You have so much room in front of you. Great, good job taking it. Nice. You pass it to me. Okay, you try to, but you led them all away from me. Perfect. Beautiful job. You used your stamina, right? You realized that you were no longer in a very offensive position, and that what you were going to be doing was going to be purely based off of what the defenseman and what they were going to allow you to do, because without stamina, you can't force them into your like ideal situation, right? Because your ideal situation is obviously just being completely uncovered, or yeah, undefended really, and then that's like boom, free shot. But because you don't have stamina, you lead them away from me and then give me the puck, and I see you try and do that, and it's just a mechanical error, so nothing matters. Okay, cool. So nice. So you recognize I'm covering 43. Okay. So you see how I push all the way into the zone, but then I kind of like ease up on it because I'm like, okay, like I don't want to push all the way into him, because if I want to still be an option, I'm gonna wait at the point. Tries to play it to me, but he's too slow. Okay, good. Nice. You follow him out. That's good. Nice. Okay, good control. What the fuck? Was his mouse just typing here or something? Think we gotta scrim a little bit more. All right. Okay, yeah, good job. So you take your time here, right? No. All right. So you have eons to move the puck, right? You just take the puck up a little bit more. The only person who can really press you instantly is going to be this guy, right? Oh, say this guy comes off you. Where am I going to be? Here. What do you have? Right here. Right? If I pick up the puck there, then someone's going to have to pivot to me, any of these guys, which is going to allow Radiohead to find some opening, right? They might swap and whatnot and completely jumble them. Just be more progressive thinking. You giving the puck up straight away means that, right? You get the puck here, and instead of you playing the puck and controlling it, now they're set up. These guys are basically already set up, right? You didn't give any time for your forwards to try and break anything out, right? Oh, I just recognized the time. I wonder if you got a time calm and just hoofed it. I won't talk about it then. I'm recording, right? Like I'm not dumb. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. All right. Wow, you were crouching a lot. You're like torquing. Okay. I mean, you're in the play. You're not letting them get out behind you. That's good. Yeah, I think I made a mistake here turning, right? Because I think I'm trying to pick this guy up, and I want you to come over here, but I think I just need to come angle him, and Mouse needs to come rotate in, because I'm trying to play my position, obviously. So, but then now it's like, all right, Now I need to cover this. Okay, I know why I do this, because now I'm covering this option, right? And I think I actually end up getting the puck here, unless it goes across. Okay, no. So I do get the puck. Well, I get to play it, I guess. Nice. Good try. That's fine. It's whatever. Okay, let's see what you do here. Shot. Okay, beautiful. Nice. Okay, so you pick up 15. Okay, how do you get owned? Does player score? No, okay. Alright. Cool. Don't have any issues with that. This is what's weird, right? You kind of, so I see that you're over here on this guy, right? I'm like, okay, if puck comes down here, Mouse is gonna come pick this up. 15 is gonna be, he's gonna get pressed instantly. So I'm like, all right. So I suppose I will spread just in case he for some reason does this, or I'm thinking like he launches the puck to grab on the far option. So it's like I don't even know. So and then now I'm like kind of wide. So I wonder what I do here. Like if I continue to come up or if I allow them to, because you're here, right? If they throw the puck, you're gonna be able to 50 them for that because you have a perfect angle, right? They're skating like this way, and you're going to be able to turn into them however you need. And if they're gonna come across, then you also can turn into them. You're in a beautiful position here. Cool. So then you take the early turn, predicting it, right? Comes down this way. Now 43 is split off, and I'm covering him. Cool. Tries to pass it to 43. Okay. See. Sometimes you can break off your man because it just make sure you risk assess. Okay. How do I get owned here? I just have no passing option besides you. Okay. Yeah. I guess I've just got to look at my map or have some forwards that aren't pushing all the way back on top of me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know, like, Mouse is, I don't know. I need to talk to Mouse about back checking because he's quite abysmal at it. Same with Radiohead because they're good at playing forward, but like coming back and helping structure is not good. And like we're just talented, and I think that's why we win. Because we're not doing anything like inherently wrong. We're just not doing anything great. Great try. Okay, look, you are covering absolutely no one this entire time, right? Instead of doing that, why don't you come up here, right? Because if this guy comes out, cool. I'll turn and go get him. If this guy comes across, cool. If this guy keeps coming this way, well then look at that. Now I'm covering two guys at once, and I can just turn into them instantly, right? But instead, you turn away instead of taking a turn, like just turn like this, right? Oh goodness gracious! Take a slow turn and put yourself up against the boards, right? Because you can instantly just board bounce off them and get your speed back. Okay, cool. Now in this situation, if you were here, right? If you were playing this, I would just let you come out and follow this guy out, and I would pivot and come have a good angle on this guy, right? But now you're going to be head on against this guy, and if the puck comes across like this, he can come cut. He can, come grab the puck over this way. Like, you're going to have to play into him, and that's not what you want. Okay. So I end up having to branch off of my guy anyways because you don't pick him up ever. So you're literally just letting me basically defend solo, and we can't have that. So, do I even get the puck here? I mean, kind of, not really. I mean, like I put the pressure on, he loses it into the corner. Now he has an angle on him. Now you're actually covering someone, and Radiohead's on his way in. So I suppose I mitigated the damage. I think that's actually a big man save. I can't really tell, but okay, nice, good try. This is all very interesting. I mean, I still think that you kind of need to like you're following 15, right? I'm on 43, and now you leave your guy to come cover my guy. I don't need you covering my guy. I need you to stick on your guy. Um, I'm cycling through because I'm like I'm looking for this because it's gonna come like because watch. All right, it's on the boards. It's still on the boards. It's on the boards. Okay, the puck's gonna come out like this because he's not gonna try and solo play it up to radio, right? I mean, it's a good option, right? But if he doesn't think he can get it, cool. I need to be here if this guy throws the puck over. Um, Gets sticked off, pass and shoots out this way. Instead of you taking this route and being the first one there and creating a play on radio, now you are defending a literal like 3-on-1. Now it's a 2-on-2 because Style makes a goofy mistake, tries to pass it, doesn't calm. Cool. I pick it up. I think I get beat. Yeah, I get beat pretty bad. Okay, nice. You're covering Style. That's good. Radio Dick's a good. Nice. Okay, good. Reset. We can set up our structure again. Okay, cool. Radiohead is just still not like. He's not. Okay, was he just. Doesn't even look like he's moving very fast. My problem with this is the fact that you've got this guy, right? Like, I had already pushed out to go cover this guy because I don't want him to be an option. Radiohead is just chilling out with you, right? You can do anything he can do. You're an actual defenseman. He's not. Why doesn't he come play this guy? Who knows? He gets the early pickup because, I mean, the pass was terrible. So, that's fortunate, right? If the pass was not terrible, Radiohead would be rendered useless. The pass would have gone overhead. You would have fought for it with him. It would have landed short because he's too far away, right? So then you would just be chilling basically on the puck, and he would be right behind you in the middle of nowhere, not being an option. So fortunately, there is a mistake, and he actually gets, he benefits from the situation, right? You're getting rewarded for making mistakes, which happens. It does happen. Loses it anyways because he has no stamina because he's too deep when the play begins. Okay, I calm to you. I remember this. I calm to you like, let's swap because you have a good angle on him. Cool, you push him all the way outside. He doesn't get it. He gets a less than ideal shot, but it's an H2-emer. He's pretty good at the game. But it's pretty simple save for big man. It's up high, but he gets it. This is a pretty tunnel vision play because there's a lot to be generated considering the fact that nobody is going to get to us in this whole vicinity because they are all going this way besides this guy, right? Cool. Throws the puck away, basically. How does mouse forecheck this? Okay, good. I like how you're pushing into the zone. Okay, good. You find a way to come cover him. Let's see what happens. What would I have done here? I mean, in this situation, I definitely would have. I don't know how much stamina you have here, but I at least would have moved this way a little bit. Like, I would have come and brought it over. Like, I would have used my backhand to... Wait. No, that would be my forehand. But, I mean, let's say that I'm watching you being a righty. I'm going to take my backhand, pull it over to my forehand, and push it up this way. As this guy's coming on to you, you can try and find this option. And worst case scenario, you just do a weird-ass, blade tilted back, chip over to like in front of him, because obviously he's gonna get picked up. But it's better than just losing the puck. So you want to get your face as as this direction as you can, which is really just pushing your face. But you take the wait, hold on. You do all that, but far too slow, right? Instead of you doing it right here, right, just before that, and getting like pushing it and having it over. Now you do it late to the point where, okay, now you are already cooked. Uh-oh, wait, hold on. I'm on the wrong thing. Now you're already cooked. So cool. Pug bang goes wall. Now you lose control of it. I don't know if you have stamina or not, right? I can't really tell from this replay because replay mod sucks. So if you do or if you don't, then it's whatever. Great bat. I try to play wall. Why do I do this? I think I'm trying to control the puck. I probably could have thrown it out to mouse instantly. It's an issue. Yeah, I let that one up. It's kind of a hard play for me, but okay, let's see. Okay, good quick option. It's a fluke. Okay, cool. Are you gonna go? Nice. I like how you come out a little bit, right? You create room. Damn, I had a lot of stamina there. What the hell? I look, he gapped him. Ooh. Okay, good job coming in forechecking. I like that you understand that you can push into the zone. It's a lot of things that a defenseman can't do is properly, come in forecheck. Okay, I beat one. Do I beat the next? Yes. Make a pass. What the hell? Why did he do that? Why didn't you just skate it in and shoot? Why did he pivot like this? Okay. Okay, so he slows down. Why didn't he just... Alright, I mean, he's got a lot of room to work with, considering that there's no one even in front of the net. But I think, does he go for the pass? Ah, okay. So, he takes the uncovered option and passes to the covered option. Unfortunate. Happens. Okay, I pick it up again. Can't really tell what's going on. I guess I get through it. I don't know. What even happens here? I wish I could see what you're looking at, because you are looking. Let's slow down. Slow down a little bit. Okay, I beat one. Beat both. Do I fuck the shot? Oh, damn. Unlucky. Alright, well. And this basically leads us into the OT, right? Okay, we have a whole OT period to watch. I'm not really sure why don't you just go across here, but I guess could try. I mean, the shot on net, fine, whatever. If that's all you could find in that amount of time, then that's all you could find. I mean, it's not a bad play. It's not the best play. It's not the worst one. Okay, cool. And you beat him here, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, easy work. Okay, nice. I mean, like, real talk, I probably got a call for this. Because, I mean, I wouldn't get the pass anyway, but. Okay. Here's my issue with this, right? You know I'm already here. So you come and play it too. And if, let's say I get beat and he swings this over because he, uses his forehand, throws it this way, and it comes to act, and he's just gone, and you're rendered useless, right? So you're not covering your guy. Just make sure you're not. Yeah, I mean, fortunately, I'm fast, but in the case that I wasn't. Bomboclat. What a bad touch from me. Ooh, do I play it? What the hell? I just lose the puck like that? What happens here? I gotta watch this. This is for my own teaching. What the hell? Playback speed. Yes. Well, all right. I can't even tell. Why is it? Is this? Are you recording in 30? Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I'm like brain rotted right now. Okay. Cool. The whole point of this is literally for it to go to any of you guys, right? Because he's gonna give it out. It's not even radio. It's keys. What is going on? I'm so confused. I thought radio was in. Okay, that makes more sense then. I guess. I don't even. All right, I'm just scratch the play that even just occurred. I don't know what happened. My brain's too fried for this. It's like 3 a.m. too. So. Okay, nice. Good job letting me get through. What the fuck? Do we get the puck here? Okay, I do. I play to Keys. Wonderful. We retain possession. He gives it to you? No. Gives the contested pass. Do I get it? I don't. What the hell am I doing, bro? Jeepers creepers, bro. Okay. What a save by Big Man. He kept us in this for a lot longer than we should have. Nice pass to Mouse. Can Mouse work it? No. I already know he can't, but I'm just, giving him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, Loki. I know, okay, I know I shouldn't make this pass, but just because I know, going into this corner, I know what's happening, right? And I'm like, all right, if the pass comes out to here, the goalie's going to have to readjust twice, get into position, is still going to be off his mark, and Keese is going to be running in with a shot, right? So, I'm like, okay, yeah, but, he's not actually looking for the option, so we don't get to play it, but it does get through to him, fortunately. I'm playing a little bit more reserved. I take the low turn because he turns off me. I don't want to get caught turning the wrong way. Nice. What happens here? I think I call it. I mean, I don't. Maybe I just take it from him, but I was like, okay, you're gonna get swallowed by whoever. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why'd you get beat so bad here? Right. What you're trying to prevent is you don't want him to work his way through, right? So you're gonna keep forcing him around the corner. If he cuts back, right? He cuts back into this, then okay, cool. You've got two other defensemen ready to clobber him, right? But then you just let him work through you, and now, bang, rips a shot, and it's an immaculate save, absolutely beautiful from Big Man. You cannot you cannot let them get past you like that, right? You've got to be preventing shots like that and letting your teammates cover the other angles. And I fear that you're just not looking at the map enough to notice what's going on. Because you're a great defender, but I think you'd be absolutely like straight D1 level if you were more observant of your map and could make more opportunities. Because you're more aware of what's going on around you, but you don't notice when your other players can allow you to, stretch. What the fuck? To stretch your options more. It's like, is fucking mouse disconnect or something? Okay. Dude, what the fuck is going on? Why is this happening? Alright, I need you to see him, considering that you're not even looking at the puck, you're just staring straight forward. I need you to just run your ass over to the other boards, right? I don't need two people sacked up over on this side. Okay, now at this point, I'm winning this, and none of my players are there. So now I'm like, fuck, I gotta carry it. So now I'm fighting for the puck, and then finally Mouse is here, right? And then if I pass it, boom, instantly covered. So now I'm like, okay, now I need. Now I don't know. I don't know if I take this option. No, I don't. I mean, this is my problem. I don't know why Mouse is on right. He needs to recognize, hey, my other teammate is literally right there. Let me get away from him and go stretch the rink, right? But instead he's on top of you, and now I'm like, all right, my option is this, which is covered. I have nothing. I have literally nothing here. So now I'm like, all right, fuck it. And then look. Ooh, where are you going? You just routed onto your teammate. I'm gonna give Mouse a VOD review. Mouse would be so good at this game if he knew how to like help the breakout structure. I think Mouse is really good if his teammates can just do all that shit for him. Because his technical shit is very proficient, but he knows how to make. You're just blocking the holy shit. He knows how to make someone get. Or he knows how to get the puck down the rink, right, and make the correct decisions to do so. But he does not. He lacks the final his final. What is this? That was pretty dumb. His final touches are not generally like the. I don't know. I don't need to talk about Mouse. You're just my teammate. That's why I'm talking to you about this. I can't really see whether or not what you're I'm not really focused too much about where you're looking, whether or not you're looking at that puck or whether I notice you're looking here, because it's not an actual recording of you playing. It's literally just the replay, so there's no stamina bar either, which is difficult, right? I don't really know what's going on with your gameplay other than the fact that you I kind of just have to based off your decision making what you're doing, which is a little bit harder to VOD review from, but yeah, I don't know. I hope you learned something.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.